How's it going, everybody? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Castaneda Music, and I am here to bridge gaps and seek truth. And today I was informed by a good friend of mine, Abel Nunez, that Gente, Zona, one of the most popular, if not the most popular Cuban band, one of the most popular Cuban bands out there, released a song called Patria y Vida, which, if any of you want a brief history as to why this song is intriguing and why I want to react to it, Gente Zona is one of the most popular Cuban bands, but they've been very controversial, especially in recent history, with their lack of attention given to the Cuban struggle, to Cuban artists in Cuba who have been imprisoned for their music, who have been persecuted for their music. And so they've been scrutinized heavily for their lack of attention given to that, for their sometimes blatant denial, and for other ignorant statements that they've made, such as this one. No conozco ningún artista que se dice ya. No sé quién es Willy. And so, because of that, I think that I want to listen to the song and I want to react to it because I want to see what they say, how they say it, and I'm intrigued by the title. It seems to have a political lean, and I do see some names featured on the song that intrigue me, so I'm going to react to this video and then I'm going to come back and follow up with you after that. Oh, wow.
Hoy te invito a caminar por mi solar para demostrarte que sirven tus ideales. Somos humanos aunque no pensemos iguales. No tratemos ni dañemos como animales. Esta es mi forma de decir que lo. Llora mi pueblo y siento yo su voz. Tu 5-9, yo doble 2, 60 años, trancada dominó. Bombo y platillo a los quinitos de La Habana. Mientras en casa las cazuelas ya no tienen jama. Que celebramos si la gente anda deprisa, cambiando Che Guevara y a Martí por la divisa. Todo ha cambiado, que no es lo mismo. Entre tú y yo hay un abismo. Publicidad, un paraíso, un varadero. Mientras las madres lloran por sus hijos que se fueron. Se acabó. Tu 5-9, ya se acabó. 60 años, tratando de no morir. Se acabó. Tu 5-9, ya se acabó. 60 años, tratando de no. Somos artistas, somos sensibilidad. La historia verdadera, no la mal contada. Somos la dignidad de un pueblo entero pisoteado. A punta de pistola y de palabras que aún son nada. No más mentiras. No nos piden libertad, no más doctrina. Ya no gritemos patria o muerte, sino patria y vida. Y empezar a construir lo que soñamos, lo que destruyeron con su mano. Que nos siga corriendo la sangre, por querer pensar diferente. ¿Quién le dijo que tú me gustas? Si mi Cuba no cobra mi gente. Se acabó. Ya se venció tu tiempo, se rompió el silencio. Ya se acabó. Ya se acabó la risa y el llanto ya está corriendo. Se acabó. Y no tenemos miedo, se acabó el engaño. Ya se acabó. Eso se sentirá haciendo daño. Aquí vivimos con la incertidumbre del pasado plantado. Tus amigos puestos, listos para morirnos. Izamos la bandera todavía. La represión del régimen al día. Ana Meli Ramos firme con su poesía. Humana Rifestiola dándonos aliento de vida. Rompieron nuestra puerta, violaron nuestro templo. Y el mundo está consciente de que el movimiento San Isidro continúa nuestro. La misma seguridad metiendo.
I have chills right now.
Como me indignan, se acabó el enigma de esa tu revolución maligna. Soy funky style, aquí tienen mi firma. Ustedes están sobrando, ya no les queda nada, ya se van bajando. El pueblo se cansó de estar aguantando. Un nuevo amanecer estamos esperando. Se acabó. Tu 5-9, ya se acabó. 60 años, tratando de no morir. Se acabó. Tu 5-9.
All right, that was intense. Wow, I'm honestly blown away. I did not expect for that bold of a statement. I did not expect for them to come out and just overtly come against the Cuban government in the way they did. I'm incredibly encouraged by that, but I'm also surprised because they've never been political music makers. They've never made music about politics and about their country of origin and about the struggle there for freedom. And so the fact that they did it this time is intriguing, but it's encouraging. I'm shocked, and man, that was emotional to listen to. Like, I was legit emotional listening to that, because you have to understand, for someone like me, I'm an underground hip hop artist, and I've made music talking about the struggle. I've made music talking about Cuban history and about stories like that of Emelina Nunez and Angel Pardo Nunez. And I've made songs and music about these struggles, and my reach is limited. No one, very, very little people are listening to my music. Those that are, I appreciate. But when the biggest name in Cuban music comes out and makes a statement like that basically, for those of you who might not have understood the language because you don't listen to Spanish rap, they were essentially coming out saying, it's been too long under a communist dictatorship in Cuba, something needs to change. Like, it's time for it to change. In fact, they basically said it's over. Like, the change is now. And the artists, the three rappers, were the three guys that were standing there draping the Cuban flag around them, are actually a part of a movement called the Movement of San Isidro, which is a area in Cuba that was known and recent over the last couple months as being the hub of a really strong independent artist protest that was going on. And these were guys that were being arrested, they were being beaten, they were being persecuted heavily by the Cuban government because they were making anti-Castro music, and not just anti-Castro, but anti-Cuban government music. They were just pointing out the realities of their neighborhood. They were just pointing out the realities they were struggling with, trying to make independent art and being oppressed, being censored, not being allowed to do it. The fact that Gente de Zona jumped on this song with them is so encouraging. Like, the fact that these underground art, because for the longest time, Aldo, formerly from Los Aldeanos, Aldo is, in my opinion, the greatest Cuban hip-hop artist to ever live. And he's underground, but he has a big following. And he's one of the most popular voices when it comes to protesting the Cuban government, when it comes to drawing attention to the injustice he's viewing in his island. And he lives in the States now, but his music is always on this type of theme. And so for the fact that Gente de Zona hopped on this, that makes me want to see a Gente de Zona Aldo collaboration. That makes me want to see them two get on a song and see the impact that would have on the Cuban American and on the Cuban themselves who listens to them. I think this is a powerful moment in Cuban history, a powerful moment in Cuban artistry, and I'm happy to be witnessing this. I never thought I would see the day that Gente de Zona would come out and make this bold of a statement. They were always making party music. They were talking about realities of their neighborhood, but they weren't. They were making music to bop to. They were making hits. They weren't coming out making these statements. And the fact that they came out making these statements, I think they did it so well, and I'm surprised by it. They're late to the party. Do not be misled, but they've arrived to the party. I think that's an important thing. I think we need to come behind that kind of effort, and we can't be cynical about it. Like, it doesn't matter when they decide to start speaking out against this. It's about damn time they did, and they did. And they need to continue. I think that they could do a lot of impact on the Cuban culture itself, on the people in the island, by continuing to speak out against this, because by them putting their name on it, they're basically saying this is an international problem. This is not just something for the 5 or 6 underground artists in Cuba to talk about. This is something for everybody to get behind. And I bet Willie Chirino's smiling listening to that, especially given what Gente de Zona said about him at one point. And so, yeah, I'm encouraged. That's my reaction. I can't say anything else other than that I really hope that this continues. I really hope more artists come out and speak out against this. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. It really helps me when you do that. You know how YouTube algorithms work. I got 100 and something subscribers. I'm trying to increase this. I'm trying to get this message out there. I am a Cuban hip-hop artist, and so I talk about Cuba, I talk about hip-hop, but I'm also getting my degree in counseling, so I talk about all sorts of things. So this channel is kind of a curation of all my interests, and I'm really proud to be Cuban today. this felt good listening to this. It felt good to see a popular song by popular artist tell the truth. And so with that, I tip my cap. Thank you for watching.
This is my land, this is my city, and this is my flag. These are my people, man, this is my clan. We will not give it up to you, no, you cannot have.